Welcome to Learn English Easily channel. Today we are going to learn simple past tense definition and its usage, where we have to use past tense. Before we are entering the topic, please don't forget to subscribe and share to your friends. Let us learn. What is simple past tense? So the past tense is nothing but it used to talk about the completed action. The actions may be completed in the recent past or in the distant past. Doesn't matter, but it used to speak about only the completed action. So in past tense, the tense of a verb, it is determined when the action took place. So here the verb itself says that the action has completed in the past because we are going to use V2 form of the verb. That means past form of the verb in a sentence to refer that the action has completed. For example, a boy, see the picture, what he is doing? So a boy is jumping into the lake. It happened in the past. It is a photo picture of a boy who jumped in the lake. So a boy jumped into the lake. So see the verb jumped. What is the present form of the verb jumped? Jumped. So the past verb jump shows that the action has completed. He was happy. So was is also a helping verb which we use only in past tense. So he was happy means yesterday he was happy but today he is so sad. So he was happy. In recent past or in distant past he was happy. So there are four forms of past tense. And we all know that the three types of tense. One is past tense, present tense, and future tense. Each and every type of tense has its four aspects. That means four forms. Here, the past tense too has four forms. The first one is simple past tense, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous tense. These are the four forms of past tense. Simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous tense. Today we are going to learn simple past tense. What is simple past tense? Simple past tense is nothing but it used to refer an action that happens in the past. The past may be the recent past or in distant past. That means the action may be completed a few hours back or few days back. Where we will use past tense, where we have to use past tense. So we use past tense in order to refer or speak about completed actions, past habits, saying story, series of completed actions, and duration of action in the past. In this situation, we use past tense. These are the keywords we use while we are writing a sentence in past tense. Lately, last week, yesterday, once upon a time, long ago, 2 weeks ago, for 3 months, from April to May. So these are the few keywords we will use while we are writing a sentence into a simple past tense. Let us learn where we will use past tense. So first point is we use past tense to speak about the completed action. Sometimes it may refer time, it may not refer time, but the verb shows that the action has completed by taking its past verb. She read the book last Sunday. That means she read the book last Sunday. Last Sunday she was reading her book, but now she has not. Shah Jahan built the Taj Mahal long ago. Long years ago, Shah Jahan built the Taj Mahal. The action was completed. He built. The past form of build is built. Last year, I traveled to Nepal. See the second picture. It is a picture of a temple in Nepal. So I traveled to Nepal last year, not this year. So traveled, built, read. So these are the past verbs of the verb read, build, and travel. So first three example refers the time. So let's see the next example. Ram washed his car. Here we don't have any time when the action had happened, but the main verb washed shows that action had completed. They cleaned the house a week ago. That means a week before they has cleaned their house. We went to temple last week. So last week we went temple. So this sentence, by reading these examples, we came to know that past tense used to indicate the completed action. Sometimes it may refer or it may not refer time. We use past tense in order to say about our past habits. The past habits means what we did in our childhood or a year back. So those actions comes under past habits. I don't like onions before. So when I was young or when I was in childhood, I don't like onions to eat. So even now the children hate to eat onion, but after when they grew up, they started to eat onion. So when I was a child, I hate to eat onion. This is my past habit. They lived in Chennai when they were a kid. So when they were a kid, they lived in Chennai, but before they grown up, they shifted from Chennai. I played football when I was young. So it was my habit of playing football when I was young, but now I'm not playing football. I used to wear t-shirts when I was at schooling, but now I'm not wearing that. So we sometimes we use instead of saying the time, we can use the verb used to. I used to play football. So instead of writing the verb into a past form, we can also add the words used to in order to refer the past habits. We all has the habit of hearing stories. Either it may be through on online or by reading books or from our grandparents. So they used to begin a story by saying, once upon a time there lived a great king. So we use past tense to say a story. So let us read a few stories but each and every story it is fully framed only with past verb. So we use past tense to say a story because it was happened. So a completed action, it may be a myth or anything else, but in order to say a story, we use only past verb. Let us see a few examples. Once upon a time, there lived a king. An old crane lived near the pond. A boy played alone in a jungle, once in the forest. So these are the things. In order to narrate a story, we use simple past tense. That means we use past verb in a sentence. We use past tense in order to say the series of completed action. So in order to list out the action which I did in a regular interval of time or continuously, those things comes under past tense. Let us see the first example. I finished work, walked to the beach and found a nice place to swim. After I completed my work, I walked along the beach and found a nice place to swim. So it was happened sometime in the past. Let us see the second example. Before that, see the picture. The first one is the landing of an aeroplane in an airport. And next one, hotel. And next one, meeting with others. So he arrived from airport at 8 a.m. and checked into the hotel at 9 and met others at 10 a.m. So it all speaks about a boy who arrived at the airport at 8 and at 9 he checked into the hotel. He started to speak about the series of completed action by the subject. That means the action happened in the past. We use same thing in the present, what we will do in the present. It speaks about the past. So for example, if your father or your uncle, if they came back from US or from any foreign countries, you used to ask him, I used to encourage him what happened, how he spent his holidays. He started to say by using only the simple past verb. So he used to say that I arrived to airport, I departed at airport at 8 and then I checked into the hotel and I met my friends at 10 a.m. So he started to narrate what was the action that he did in a regular interval of time. He used to narrate it to you what happened and how he enjoyed. So for all those things we use past verb. duration of action in the past. It is nothing but it helps to show the action that it took a long time in order to complete it. The completed action, but that action took a little bit long time. So that those actions comes under simple past tense. I lived in Tirunelveli for 2 years. So 2 years, it is a long time. I lived in Tirunelveli. Duration of action in past is nothing but it took some time, a long time in the past. She talked over, look at the second picture, she talked over the phone for an hour. For an hour, she continuously spoke to someone. Look at the third picture, the girl read the book all day. For the whole day, she spent her time only by reading her book. So, in order to represent the action that took a long time to complete comes under simple past tense. Thank you for watching my video. I will be back with the structure of simple past tense. Thank you again.